One of the things that we often do is we feel tension when we make sacrifices for our future selves. And it can be something as small as, do I eat a hamburger versus a salad? Or do I stay in bed? Or do I wake up and do I make the sacrifice and go to the gym? How can we make these sacrifices easier to undertake?
Right. So I think you've got to start with the observation there, like you just said, is that there is a fundamental tension. It's always me now who has to do the painful thing in service of some later version of me. Right. There's a quote that I found when I was researching for the book. I think it was or attributed to Groucho Marx. What have future generations ever done for us? It's the same thing. What's future me ever done for me? I've done a lot of work trying to figure out how do we connect people more to their future selves. Well, this has been a sort of a shift to say, well, what are the other contexts where we should say, let's not even bother with trying to connect you to future you, but rather, what can we do to just make those current sacrifices feel easier to undertake? I've looked at a few different strategies. One I call take the good with the bad, try to infuse anything positive into sort of a negatively valenced or negative emotion situation as a way of buffering those bad feelings so that I can push through and get to the other side, get to the thing I want to do. I also spotlight some of the work of Katie Milkman on temptation bundling, where we try to pair the painful sacrifice with something we want to do, and some work by my colleague Ali Lieberman on what she calls tangential immersion. Basically, the idea is similar, but there's something a little different there, which is make sure that you have a match between how exciting something is on the positive side and how boring it is on the negative side. If you pair a really boring, painful activity with something that's much better, you're going to eventually lose focus and stop the negative one. And then finally, I talk about what I call making the big small or breaking things down, right? So I've some work I'm really excited by in collaboration with Steve Shu and Shlomo Benartzi, where we try to get people to sign up for long-term savings accounts, not by talking about the amount that they'll have to contribute in monthly terms, but by talking about how much they have to contribute in daily terms. Right? $5 a day feels so much more palatable than $150 a month. And the gist there is that the sort of smaller chunk, the smaller temporal chunk, if you will, it just feels less painful. Many people can think about a $5 purchase that they can give up on a daily basis, but it's considerably harder to think about the $150 purchase I can make on monthly terms.